All right, Alan, a tough loss tonight against a really good hockey team. I guess your thoughts on the effort here tonight?
I thought I didn't think we were ready to play in the first 10 a little bit. I thought we looked a little sluggish. We talked before the game that they were a well-structured team, that they were going to work hard, and that we were going to have to fight for every inch we had of ice out there. And I thought it took us about 10 minutes to kind of get into that game and get our feet going. And I thought after that we started to, play to our game. I thought we were good in transition. I'm disappointed with the third, though. We came out with a chance to get points and a victory out of that game, and we kind of went very on our own page. We kind of sold out offensively and didn't track defensively, and it could have been 6-1 if Nick hadn't have been the best player on the ice. So I chalk it up a little bit to some young inexperienced kids playing out there, and even some of our vets are not used to playing in some of those situations. But it's disappointing that we couldn't just stay the course and wait for our chance, maybe on the power play, or wait to get a break. So something we talked about after the game, and hopefully we learn from it. We're 3 games into the season, so there's going to be some of those moments.
And James Barr got his first OHL goal. Maybe a comment about how he's done so far?
Yeah, he's a mature, poised 16-year-old defenseman in this league, and it's not an easy position to play at 16. And I think from camp he's played well. He's a smart kid. He sees the ice well. He moves pucks, and we knew we were going to put our young D in situations this year where they probably weren't ready for it, and they're gonna mature, and they're gonna learn under the gun and under the fire. I mean, that's a quick hockey team, and they've got some talent up front. And I thought at times our 16-year-olds and our young D handled them okay.
And I guess a positive, a disciplined game, stayed in the penalty box for the most part. That has to be, a key there.
Yeah, I think after that first game, our discipline's kind of gotten better. I liked how we held on to some pucks in the offensive zone, and because when we were transitioning quick, we drew some penalties. And our power play is going to take some time too, because we've got players on there that didn't see much time last year on the power play based on our situation. And I think at the moment we get a couple of frustrations starts to creep in, and you see guys taking shots that normally we don't want them to take, or you shouldn't take, and that's learning too. That's just young, inexperienced guys out there, and we knew that was going to be part of it. And we'll learn from it. We'll watch some video. We'll work on it, and when we get that situation again, I hope that they feel more confident and they feel ready to make the right play or make the right decision. So. It gets frustrating at times, but again, there was a lot of good coming out of that game.
And I guess just the lack of offense the last couple of games, is it just basically the same thing as you're saying about the power play there?
Yeah, I think a power play goal here helps. I think we pass up a few shots, but I think if you look at the makeup of our team, though, who's the guy that's been a high offensive guy on our team in this league this year, right? We don't have anyone that's established himself as an offensive guy, a go-to guy. So we've got to find that guy, and they've got to do the little things that it takes to score goals. You've got to get to the net. You've got to get pucks to the net. You've got to beat a guy out of the corner one-on-one. Our D have to do a better job of getting pucks through to the net for our forwards, and we have to manufacture offense by committee. There's no guy I can send out that's going to go right end to end and make that play, because that's just not our team. We have to play as a group of 5.
You mentioned when we spoke earlier, it's going to be a defense by committee as well, and except for that empty netter tonight, it's basically 2 goals a game so far. With a pretty young group out there, what have you seen from the team defensively as a whole?
Yeah, I think we're getting it. It's a newer system for some of these kids to play, and I think you look at our D-core and you have some 16-year-olds that are trying to go into a corner against a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old, and they've got to learn and grow and find ways to make the play, turn the puck over. And that's what I meant by they're gonna learn, and they're gonna develop under the gun. They're gonna under the pressure of having to do that. They're not gonna get sheltered from and playing other 16-year-olds. They're gonna play the other team's better players, and it's exciting for them. I hope they're excited. I hope they love that challenge, because it's fun to watch them when they do it properly and they do it right. And we showed some moments in there where we closed them off, we popped a puck to the middle, and we were gone in transition. So like I said, we're 3 games into the season. There's a lot of teaching and a lot of learning to go, and we're looking forward to it.
The last thing, you got 2 more games this weekend. Do you know what you're doing with the goalie rotation to finish? For the rest of the week, you know what's going on with the goalie rotation for the 3 guys?
No, I think we've got 2 number 1 goalies, and they're going to compete night in and night out for who takes the net.